What if a Giganotaurus suddenly appeared in modern Africa? Could it reclaim its place at the top of the food chain? Somewhere along the Nile River in Africa, a newborn Giganotaurus quietly enters the world. You've only just been born, yet death is already closing in. Your eyes haven't even adjusted to the light, but you can already sense something approaching the nest. It's getting closer. Sharp claws scrape across the sand, and the sound grows louder. You're too young to understand fear, or even realize the danger ahead. There's no way you can escape. Then suddenly, a massive pair of jaws lifts you into the air. For a split second, you think your life is over. But the jaws never clamp down. Instead, the crocodile follows a parenting instinct refined over 80 million years. It gently carries you into the river in its mouth. She's a 4-meter-long female Nile crocodile. At 4 meters in length, somehow, you were born inside her nest. She's now carrying you and your siblings to a warm, shallow shoreline, the perfect nursery for young crocodiles. Unlike many other animals, adult crocodiles only provide protection. They never bring food directly to their young. From now on, you're on your own. Your first hunting attempt goes terribly wrong. A 10-centimeter tilapia swims right past you. You lunge and miss completely. Moments later, another tiny fish swims by. You strike again, but miss once more. Attempt after attempt, you fail every single time. One fish even swims right into your jaws, yet you're too slow to bite down. Your hunger keeps growing. Desperate, you look toward your siblings. That's when you realize they aren't trying to catch fish underwater at all. Newly hatched fish are incredibly fast, far too quick for baby crocodiles to catch. Instead, they survive on insects and tiny invertebrates along the riverbank. You copy what your siblings do, swimming into the reeds to hunt insects, and on your very first try, you succeed. It's far easier than chasing fish. They may not be delicious, but they keep you alive. The next few weeks are the most peaceful of your life. You gradually grow into your new body, learning to rely on your sensitive snout to detect prey. Then one afternoon, you're drifting quietly through the water as usual. When your sensory organs detect the slightest disturbance, you instantly lock onto the target and snap your jaws shut. Something alive thrashes wildly between your teeth. You did it. You've caught your very first fish. After that first success, everything becomes much easier. Soon, a second, then a third fish disappears into your jaws. A protein-rich diet fuels your explosive growth. With each passing day, you grow larger. Your snout becomes longer, and the sail on your back grows more striking. Meanwhile, the young crocodiles that hatched alongside you are still catching insects by the reeds. They can't match your growth rate. But on the opposite side of the shallows, the female Nile crocodile begins watching you with growing suspicion. She remembers the tiny hatchling from her nest, once no different from the others. But now, the creature before her towers over every crocodile its age. Its body looks bizarre, its flat back transformed into a towering sail. Its jaws are long and narrow, and even the way it swims and hunts is nothing like her own offspring. She studies you carefully, from your head and body, all the way down to your limbs. In her eyes, you're no longer the hatchling she raised. The other baby crocodiles begin keeping their distance, too afraid to come near you. Your strange appearance and your enormous size have thrown the entire crocodile family into a knees. Normally, a female Nile crocodile protects her young for 2 to 3 years. Only when they reach over a meter long does she drive them from her territory. But after only 6 months, you've already reached an incredible 1.5 meters, and your unnatural growth only deepens her suspicion. Then one evening, after returning from hunting fish, you swim back to the female for safety. But instead, you're greeted by a deep, threatening growl. She positions herself between you and the hatchlings, opening her jaws to reveal rows of razor-sharp teeth. The message couldn't be clearer. Leave. You don't understand why. But as you look at the defensive mother and the trembling young beside her, you have no choice. With a sweep of your tail, you leave the only home you've ever known. Without her protection, you're finally alone in this dangerous world. At first, you continue using the same survival tactics as before, remaining submerged while tracking schools of fish with your sensitive snout. Your mother's protection had made you lower your guard in this river. Beyond your awareness, danger is closing in. One early morning, you're chasing a school of tilapia when a powerful surge of water strikes from the side. An adult Nile crocodile has been stalking you. It had waited silently underwater, using the reeds as perfect cover. The ambush begins. You react instantly, twisting your body at the last second. Its razor-sharp teeth graze your side, leaving a deep bloody gash. The pain is immediate, but you don't hesitate. You sprint through the water at full speed. By the time the crocodile prepares to attack again, you're already far out of reach. That attack teaches you the most important lesson of your life. Never let your guard down in this river. 3 years pass, and you've grown to 4 meters long. The balance of power begins to shift. The crocodiles still keep an eye on you, but now they have to think twice. You're no longer an easy target. Attacking you has become a dangerous gamble. Most crocodiles choose to back away, and the few that still challenge you soon discover your jaws are built for far more than catching fish. But crocodiles aren't your greatest threat. Their behavior is something you can still understand. The real nightmare comes from the hippos. One day, you unknowingly wander into an unfamiliar stretch of shallow water. It belongs to a herd of hippos. By the time you notice them, it's already too late. Hippos don't waste time with warnings. The instant one spots you, it charges at full speed. You try to turn and escape, but before you can even get moving, the hippo is already on top of you. A crushing impact slams into your side, sending your entire body flying. Agonizing pain surges through you. Fortunately, it doesn't attack again. It was only a warning. For the next several weeks, you're forced to live with constant pain. Even resting leaves you struggling to breathe. The slightest twist while swimming makes your vision fade to white. Your once perfect hunting skills are completely gone. You remain in the shallows, barely surviving on scraps of carrion. With hope fading, you begin traveling north along the river, leaving the hippos behind and escaping the crocodiles that have started targeting you again after smelling blood. Several weeks later, your wounds finally heal, but the long recovery has left you emaciated. Only your instinct to survive keeps you moving. Then you notice the river beginning to change. The channel grows wider, the water becomes warmer, and shallower. Plants you've never seen before stretch in every direction. Massive schools of fish fill the water below. Vundu catfish, lungfish, and countless other giant fish are everywhere. For a moment, it feels as though you've returned to the ancient homeland of your ancestors. The water temperature, the depth, and the abundance of prey perfectly match the instincts written into your DNA. You have no idea this place is the Sud Wetlands, one of the largest tropical wetlands on Earth. But you know one thing for certain. Your journey ends here. You settle down and hunt day after day. Your growth becomes astonishing. 8 meters, 10 meters, 14 meters. An endless food supply restores your massive, muscular body. The towering sail on your back rises even higher. Here, you encounter Nile crocodiles and hippos once again. But the painful lessons of the past have made you cautious. You deliberately avoid their territories. What you don't realize is that the entire wetland has already begun to revolve around you. Crocodiles retreat the moment they catch sight of you. Hippos flee together the instant they spot your towering sail. A 14-meter giant is a creature beyond anything they could ever imagine. Yet you remain cautious. Your childhood taught you that patience and avoiding unnecessary conflict are the true keys to survival, no matter what. At least along this modern-day Nile, you've finally found your place and a way to survive.